Hello everyone, thank you for stopping by. It's after midnight. Normally I'm in bed asleep, but I was looking at a few things in the Bible and I came across some stuff that I never learned as a Jehovah's Witness. And let's start this off that someone left a real good comment and I thought it was interesting, so I want to share it. My last video, I hold up this Bible and it has the wrapper on it. My crazy friend said, don't take the wrapper off because it will not be holy again, because demons will come out. Well, I don't know about the part of the demons, but I do know when you open up, turn the pages and start reading it, you can find all the lies in this. So technically, he was right, one thing. By not taking off the wrapper, you don't know how corrupt, evil this Bible is. But we have. So that's the reason I don't take it off. Because this one here, I know how evil it is. That's the reason it's going to stay like that. That's the reason I'm keeping the wrapper on it. Because I got the PDF. I done went through it. And there's so many lies. But let's get serious here. Jehovah's Witnesses loves to attack Christians who are saying that Jesus is God. And I did brought some stuff out from my last video when I made the one on the watchtowers teaching the Trinity to all Jehovah's Witnesses. This one here is going to be different compared to the other one. And the next one I'm going to make is going to be like 3 different things, but it all going to come close to being together to understand who is right and who is wrong. Is the Bible lying to all of us? Or is Watchtowers telling the truth? And so who should we believe? The Bible or Jehovah's Witnesses or this book? So let's see what the Bible teaches. Who is the true God in Genesis 1:1? Now, I don't agree with the name Jesus and Jehovah because they're not Hebrew names, and plus we know there is no letter J in Hebrew alphabet. Please Google the truth, see for yourself. And if you can prove to me there's a letter J in Hebrew, I'll shut my channel down. I'll shut it down. Prove to me there's a letter J in Hebrew. Okay, now, in Genesis 1:1, in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Now, do you know what that means? There's a clue there to show us who created the heavens and earth. Was it Jesus? Or was it Jehovah? Now let's read it again and see if you can pinpoint the clue. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Okay. Now let's go to the next clue. Then we'll find out what the answer was. In John 1:1, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. Now you probably say, okay, what was the clue? Well, the clue was already there. In Genesis 1:1 and John 1:1, in the beginning. In Genesis 1:1, in the beginning, God. God. This one here says in John 1:1, in the beginning was the Word. So, the Word, and from the beginning, from Genesis 1:1, God. So, right here was the Word, God. You combine those two scriptures. Now let's continue. And the Word was with God. That means Christ was with his Father. And it says the Word was God. That means, people, if you take the two scriptures together, the Creator of the heavens and the earth, it was Christ or Jesus, not the Father. Think about it. Otherwise, the scripture in John 1:1 would say, in the beginning was the Father, and there was the Word. The Word was with the Father, and the Word was Father, the Son of Father. Did it say that? No. So just combine those two scriptures. We know who the Father was. You probably say, okay, can you give me more evidence? Oh yeah, I sure can. Let's go to Colossians 1:17. And he is before all things, and in him all things consist. But in Jehovah's Witness Bible, it says other things. But see, other things does not say in Genesis 1:1. The word other is not in Genesis 1:1. So, let's go to the next one. Isaiah 9:6. For unto us a child is born. Is this talking about Jehovah? Or is it talking about Jesus? Now, if Watchtower was able to make this scripture to talk about Jehovah, they would have done it. If it didn't say unto us that there was a child that was born, they would have added the name Jehovah. They would have. So actually, Watchtower could not mess this scripture up without it making no sense, and it would prove that Watchtower, with their deception of twisting scriptures around. So let's finish this scripture. And the government will be upon his shoulder, and his name will be called Wonderful, Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father. So, wouldn't that be in the beginning of Genesis 1:1? Would be the mighty God created the heavens and the earth? Wouldn't that would be the same God? The scripture is in Isaiah 9:6. It's talking about Jesus. Very interesting. So let's go back to Colossians. But this time, besides reading 1:17, let's just read just a little part of 18. He is the head of the body of the church. I'm going to stop it there. You can read the rest. Jesus is supposed to be the head of all the churches. Now, we got a problem here with Watchtower's teaching. Everything about Jehovah's Witnesses is about Jehovah. They're not called Jesus Witnesses. They're called Jehovah's Witnesses. They believe that Jehovah is the one who created all things. Now, we know in their John 1:1, and the Word was a God. So, let's have some fun here for a second. Now, I already proved that using these two scriptures and the others, Jesus created all things. So let's have some fun using Jehovah's Witnesses brain power they got from Watchtower. In the beginning, a God created other things like the heavens and the earth. That's the way Watchtower would have to put it. So that means Christ helped created the heavens and earth because he was called a God. So a God and God created the heavens and the earth by basically Watchtower's teaching. Because if you take John 1:1 again and say, let's try this. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. And the Word was with the God, and the Word was a God. So it was a God, and the Father created the heavens and earth. But it doesn't say that. It says God created the heavens and the earth. And when we was reading in Isaiah 9:6, it was calling Christ the everlasting Father, the mighty God. Of course, it says the Prince of Peace, because the whole earth will have peace in the future. So does it says in the Isaiah that was Jesus called a wonderful, a counselor, a mighty God, a everlasting Father, a Prince of Peace? It doesn't. So people, either way you look at it, who are you going to believe? Are you going to rely on the Bible? Or are you going to rely on 8 men that has no knowledge of the Bible and have the authority and the power to take this book to turn into this one? And like someone mentioned, which I kind of forgot, before the black one, there was the green Bible. And that's the one I remember, but I just, the time I made that video, I couldn't remember if it was green or what color it was. So somebody helped reminded me. So thank you very much. But see, I didn't know too much about this one here. Because when I came in 2012, this is 1 year later when they made this one. I already made up my mind before 2012. I cannot believe this religion anymore. So unless the scriptures has been changed in Genesis 1:1, in the beginning, a God created the heavens and the earth, then maybe everybody would be a Jehovah's Witness. But the problem is, it proves their Bible has been corrupted. And it proves that in John 1:1, and the Word was a God, is a lie. Because like I said, in the beginning, when it says God, you go John 1:1, in the beginning, the Word. And you go to Isaiah, it called Christ or Jesus the Almighty God, the one who created the heavens and earth in Genesis 1:1. So I hope these scriptures will open your eyes to the real truth. There's no way Christ or his Father would ever picked a lying organization to tell the truth about him and his Father and the future promise of all mankind. They put it in the hands of the governing body, put it in the hands of Watchtower, an evil, corrupt organization is out to destroy every human being who takes the wrapper off of this book and open up and swear up and down there's no lies in it. So people, the choice is yours. And that's all I got to say. I made up my choice to believe in a real Bible. Anything is better than this one. Except, I think Mike and Kim mentioned about the Seventh-day Adventists. They have their own Bible version from Helen White. So either way you look at it, you have to read the Bible carefully so you don't get side strike or get hit by Watchtower's flat out lies and knock you on your feet. So thank you very much, and I hope encourage you to read the Bible the way it's meant to be read, and stop relying on these fake Bibles being published by Watchtower. Thank you very much, and it's almost time for me to go to bed. So good night, y'all. Or when y'all watch this video, good morning, y'all. So thank you very much. Bye-bye.